Welcome to the second video of the tutorial series for deltasql. This tutorial is targeted at explaining how branching works. So we have a project called multivec, and we have a database which is also called multivec. Our data model has two tables, tbt_trait and tbuser, and we know that our database schema is synchronized with deltasql because there is this special table called tbsynchronize. We now go to deltasql, which is available at www.deltasql.org/deltasql. We log in with the passwords provided. And now imagine that the project multivec became stable. It's time to deliver it to our customer X, and what developers do at source code level, they create a branch. So in deltasql is the same. You also need to create a branch of the data model, and this is done in deltasql here. We list the projects again, and for our project multivec we branch it. So as usual we give a name, so prod 1 X, so 1 for release 1 and X for our customer X. This is branch 1 for our beloved customer X, and we create the branch. So where can we see the branch? The main menu. We can see list branches and tags. So if we scroll down, we see it here, this branch 1x. Okay, now imagine that developers, they do their everyday work, so they submit scripts, and there is one developer who submits a script to the multivec module saying, for example, he adds a feature to confirm traits. And this feature is not present in the branch. He will add this feature only to the head, so to the development part of the project, but he will not port it down or port it back to the production schema. Comment to confirm status tbt_trait, and he submits the script. So we see that the latest submitted script is green. The scripts used for the introductory tutorial of yesterday, they are now in blue. So this is depending on the age. If they are very old, they are blank. Another developer comes, and this time the developer, he submits a script. So he adds a new feature to the multivec project, and he develops the free feature for head, so for the development, for the latest software release, but he also backports this feature to the production branch. So he selects here prod 1x as a branch, and the feature he develops is, he basically adds a column which manages the fax number. Submits the script. Okay, now how can we turn this database multivec so that it is a database schema which follows our production branch and doesn't follow anymore the head? Simple like last time. So we go back to the main menu, we choose synchronize database schema, we take the query to retrieve the current version, we execute the query, and so we see that our multivec database is at version 139, and the value of the column branch name is set to head. So let's this information, multivec 139, value in column branch name is head, but this time we would like to make our database update to, we would like to make it updated so that it follows the production branch, prod1x, and then we generate the synchronization script. So if we look at the generated script, we have this, the scripts which were submitted only to head, they do not appear in the synchronization script, only the one which is also for production. And looking at the step which updates the synchronization information, we see that it changes the value from head to prod1x. So let's take the whole script and let's execute it. From this point on, our database has now the column fax number, so production, and looking at the table to be synchronized, we see that the latest entry, whose value 149, it has the fact that it follows the production branch. Now let's continue the game. So we have development continues, we have people submitting script to deltasql, and this time one developer creates a feature, namely to record the latest modification date of a trait. Oops. Alter table tb trait at update dt date terminal, and this is very useful, so he decided to backport it also to the branch. He selects the branch, and do not forget to set to which module do you submit your script. So adding recording latest change date on a trait. So again we see that these scripts will be for head and for production. And then he does another modification. It would be nice also to know when a user is modified, but this is not so important. So he decided only to not to backport the feature. He submits this script only to head. Recording latest user modification date. Voila, that's it. And now what will happen to our database? So if we synchronize again, will we get both modification, or will we get only the one which is relevant for production? We go now back to the synchronized database schema. We choose the magic query. We execute it here. So there are also deltasql clients which can automate this part of the process, but we will talk of this in later videos. So we see that our project multivec has version number 149 and branch name prod1x. So let's put this information into the form. Version is 149. Our current branch is production 1x, and we would like to stake on the branch production 1x. So we generate the synchronization script and we retrieve this script. So luckily enough, we see that only the table tb trait is modified. We take the script and we execute it in here. Okay, this closes our first explanation. Let's check again. Does the table tb trait have the column update it? Yes. Does the table have the user? It has email and it has fax number as additional. So we see how it gets modified. This closes our second video on branching. Hope to see you in other videos. Thank you for listening.